Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Alfia's world, where it's not just my world, but it's your world. And for the most part, it's God's world, so stay blessed and don't be stressed. If you are new here, hi, my name is Alfia. And if you're not new here, welcome back. So today, I'm having a little bit of a sniffle, please don't mind me. This weather is crazy. I'm gonna be planning out my spring garden. So what I've been doing is, I'll show you guys, I've been literally, last video when I said that my beds are two different sizes, one is 4x9 and one is 3x9, this is what I came up with. So I have my diagrams, you must say, and I did 4x9, and then on the back is 3x9. And then I have my green stalks, because each green stalk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiers, can hold 6. So it's gonna be a total of 30 in each or 60 in both. Remember I said that I have about 80 plants, and I have more than enough space. Yes, so I've been looking at a few YouTube videos on square foot gardening because that is a choice. That is the layout I decided. My last home where I was, if you guys have been with me, my OGs, you saw that I was just kind of putting plants in places. They did very well. Like, I did plant them tight, but I just wanted a little bit more organizing with my plants. Yes, so I also sowed some thyme and in some of the spots that's in my seed station area. And yeah, so I've been looking up some YouTube videos on how to scale my square foot garden, and I learned a lot. So what I don't want to do is I don't want to shade out my garden, which means I don't want to have like broccoli in the front and then I have carrots and kohlrabi and probably beets that's like, hey, what's going on? I don't know what's going on my lettuce. Also, I do want a succession. So when I pull one thing out, I want to put something in. So now my last video when I said I need a baseline, yes, I do need a baseline. I need somewhere to start. So that is what I decided to do as Alfia. Let me figure out what I'm gonna plant when and the sun. So I've also been looking at the sun, and I also did look at the app that one of you guys suggested. So my sun right now, if I'm standing in my garden, the sun is southwest. So I did Google it, and as the sun moves through the seasons, it's gonna move towards the garden. So that's a good thing. So thank you guys for that advice. So yeah, so I figured before I watched the video, I had put like, I'll just show you guys. It's not the perfect, but I'll just show you. I put like scallions here, kohlrabi, cabbage, romaine, broccoli, carrots, beans, radishes, and chamomile. So I do want some herbs to be like kind of running over on the sides, which is why all of this over here, these are the holes of the cement blocks. So I am going to try to utilize these holes for herbs or for like beets or some direct sow items all around. So when I count, I did my math up here. It doesn't look perfect. It's a 4x9 bed with equivalents to 36 square feet, and then it has 36 cement holes, these holes on the sides. So it says I'm planting 3 broccoli, 1 dino kale, 1 blue kale, 3 red cabbage, 1 green cabbage, and then I have the option of putting in beets, Napa cabbages, lettuces, and purple kohlrabi. So I'm gonna be direct sowing a lot of my beets, my lettuce, and my scallions. I'm gonna also direct sow, but also I have some that I got from the store that I'm gonna, like I told you guys before, I'm gonna be just plucking into different areas so that I always have scallions. So what I started doing just a second ago, also just so that I understand when stuff is coming out versus what I can put in, I have been looking at the back of the packets and figuring out when is what is the mature stage. So the mature stage is kind of like from like seed or transplant to when it actually produces harvest, ready to be picked. That's harvest. So I looked at those dates, and I'm gonna figure out from today is February. Happy Valentine's Day. It's February 14th, and I'm doing this video. So from the day that I did my transplants, my seeds, till the day that I'm putting it out. So if the day that I'm putting it out is the 21st, then I have to track, okay, the 21st through the 31st of March is 30 days. And then April is 60 days. So a lot of my, for instance, my dino kale, my Napa cabbage, my kohlrabi, my beets, and lettuce, those to be out because those take like 55 days, right? So like my red cabbage, this right here that says 90 days. So 3, 6, 9. So from February 21st to March, then March to April, April to May. So pretty much at the very beginning of, say in Georgia, like summer, late spring, I'll be harvesting my cabbage. The biggest one is this one, which is 80 to 110 days. So now if I realize that this one is rolling, like how beautiful this looks, if I realize that this is forming a head, but it's just not as big, I feel like I can harvest it and just eat the outer leaves. So what y'all think? I think that's a thing. I think I could do that. But so I feel more confident in putting those in here. Possibly maybe this will definitely go in the back, or I would just make a place in the front part of the garden. I'm gonna bring you guys out a little bit so y'all can see, so that I'm not just working off of my brain, so y'all can see the actual garden setup and understand what I'm saying. So this will probably go in the front part of the garden. I'll probably put this by itself because I only have about 2 of these transplants that actually sprouted. So as for my Walton and my these, and I have another red early purple sprout, I believe, yeah, these take, and it's so funny, it doesn't tell you, it just tells you the sprout days, ideal temperature, the seed depth, the planting space, and if it's frost tolerant in the sun. It doesn't tell you how long. Baker Creek, I need some more information. Doesn't tell me. Let me know in the comments if I'm going crazy. So yes, so at least I'll know that, hey Althea, in 50 days I can mark my calendar when to pull out and when to put in my summer crops, like my peppers, my cucumbers, if I am going to plant them. I'm going to actually try to do some chocho for the summertime because I love chocho, chayote, or coco is what they call it. I'm going to try to plant those. But for the most part, I want to be able to, yes, start succession by knowing the expiration or harvest dates of my plants. So like I said, if I have to take out 2 dazzling kales because I have to put in a tomato, I know that, hey, at least it's done its time. Although kale can last, I had a kale plant in my other garden, my home, for 2.5 years, and it was the stalk was solid. Like all I did was feed it a little compost and I watered that joint and it just never stopped growing. Like it never stopped growing. I had to pull it out. And it stood all of the frost. It stuck around with, I think on the second year it started to actually flower. Yeah, it was a bit too hot, but it stuck with me. It stuck with me. So yeah, guys, that is how I'm planning my garden. I'm planning it off of intentionality and starting my succession. Because if I don't start the succession, I'm not gonna be able to know how to actually succession. Because you have to know when to take out, when to put in. And then you have to know, okay, I have napa cabbage. What am I gonna do with napa cabbage? I also been looking into some kimchi recipes because my husband said he doesn't like spice. So I'm gonna look into just the regular ones. And then I might do a small one for myself because I like spice. And then I've been looking into some fermenting recipes because I wanna use these leafy greens and napa cabbages and kales and kohlrabi and beets and carrots. I want to probably use it for a lot of pickling and a lot of fermenting. I think the Haitian word is pickles, or in Jamaica is escovitch. I know that's right. So yeah, that is what I've been doing to try to be successful for the spring and beyond. So yeah, like I said, I've been writing down kale. I have 4, and I already put whatever I put in the garden already in one raised bed. I took it off and I just put how much I have left so that I don't get confused when I go out there in the garden. I know, okay, Alfia, this is the lineup. This is what I know is in each bed and how much room I have left. See, I haven't even started the other bed. That's why I'm telling you guys, it is a process. But now that I know, what harvesting dates and times and when I'm gonna be taking stuff out, it reassures me that I'll be all right. Don't stress yourself. And I'm gonna write another paper that says summer and how many tomatoes and how many cucumbers and how many all of my summer crops. And then to ask myself, what is the maturity dates for all these transplants? And then I'll be able to say, hey, how much time do I have? So I think that gives me reassurance. So if you're starting your garden, because I don't really give like direct instruction on my videos. I don't really give like tutorials because I am learning a lot. How many years have I been gardening? About 3 years. And every time I put a seed in the ground, I'm learning all over again. So it's so funny because I went to my church friend's home and she was like, Alfia, I want to get my garden started. And I was just like, are you serious? And she was like, yeah, can you help me? And I helped. And I was like, we went through the whole shebang about her son, about this, about that, where her son is located, what. And she was like, I was like, don't throw away your leaves. She was like, why? I said, it feeds the garden. She was like, what? I was like, yeah, it's free. And then I was telling her, like, if you need any manure, like, call me. Like, I know a stable that, is trusted. And she was like, go ahead. So I always tell people, like, don't gatekeep. Like, we could all grow food. Like, because if I wasn't gonna help her grow food, whenever I grow my food, if I have a lot of it, I'm gonna share it. So that's just what I feel like the gardening community is all about. Like the self-sufficiency of gardening and of homesteading is a blessing. And I feel like people should always share, because that's what God will do. God blesses those who disciples others, So that's just my little spiel. So my green stalks here, No, they don't look like green stalks. They look like boxes. I understand that. So I'm gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm gonna put, possibly this is gonna probably be my leafy greens, or like maybe my salads, because it's fall. I'm probably gonna grow a lot of my peppers in here, because the last time when I grew peppers in my other home, it did very well. So I might grow peppers in my green stalks. So I did get some horse manure, like I was saying. I got it yesterday, and I got 8 bags. So I'm just gonna top off my bags, because I was sitting around and I was like, Althea, all right, let me go get some potting soil, or let me go get some perlite, because perlite, what I didn't get a chance to tell you guys, now I'm telling you guys, I'm doing a little sit down with you guys. Perlite, you can use that. They usually use perlite and vermiculite and peat moss for like seed starting. So that is what my seed starting mix is made of. I think it's peat moss and perlite. And peat moss is it's like a it's I don't remember what it is, but I know perlite is what holds moisture, and then vermiculite, it helps with drainage. So if you're starting seeds, that's usually, they say, is the baseline. It's called, from the Square Foot Gardener, Mel, oh my goodness, don't get me to mess up his name. Oh, it's called Mel's Mix. Mel Bartholomew, I think his name is. Yes. So that's what he used in his garden, with a little bit of compost. And yeah, so it was perlite or cocoa core. So cocoa core, that's what I probably would use if I couldn't find. Yeah, I would probably use cocoa core, because cocoa core is like coconut husks that they kind of granulate down and dry out, and it's more biodegradable, I would think, than peat moss, because they say peat moss has a high pH for your soil. But I still use it, obviously. Nothing happens to my plants. So if you want to start planting and you need seed starting mix, you can start with either cocoa core or peat moss as the soil, and then add in your add in your perlite and your vermiculite as drainage and water absorption, because that is exactly what's in my seed starting mix. And then you can also add, they say you can add worm castings, yeah, or a little bit of compost when you get outside, not in here, not in your seed starting. Just do the basics of the peat moss or cocoa core, perlite, vermiculite, and that's it to start your seeds. Once you get outside to fill up your raised beds, if you have the money, you can put the Mel's Mix, which is the peat moss or cocoa core, with your vermiculite, your perlite, and your compost, and then obviously your fertilizer. So that is what I've been learning. I told you guys I'm always learning about gardening, about what I was gonna do for the garden. So I was like, Althea, you got free horse manure? And I had already put in, I didn't show you guys because that video I had to delete off my camera, of me unpacking my garden soil. I use Kellogg's garden soil. It's like a green bag. Yeah. And I filled up the raised beds with 3 each in the bigger beds outside. I'm gonna go outside and show y'all. 3 each. And each bag was $7, right? So yeah, so that's what I did. So I said, Althea, I already did layers. I did a layer this, a layer that, layer that, layer that. So I said, Althea, just put the compost down. It's free. So I asked my good old stable lady, I said, hey mama, cause you know, we cool. I was like, do you have any finished compost? She was like, yeah, I got some finished compost. I said, finished, like I could just plant right. She was like, yeah. She was like, what I gave you before, it was from the stables. It was lightly broken down, but you still need some time. I said, okay, cool, no problem. I put that layer was underneath. So I was like, yeah, I just want to put this on top so I can plant in it. She was like, yeah, cool, come by in the afternoon. So I went, and literally, I'm gonna show you guys outside. it's broken down. Like it's soft, it's fluffy, it's nice. I'm gonna show you guys when I'm actually putting it into the garden. Yeah, we'll see that video because they're still in bags. So I decided to just use the horse manure and probably put some perlite, because the drainage looks pretty good. When I went outside and I watered just watered the beds, because they need moisture. The microbiome needs to feed on something. So I watered them really good yesterday, and I took apart my green stalks, and the garlic is growing. So that was a blessing. So I say this to say, don't make gardening too complicated. Don't make it hard. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm gonna invest this. Yes, you have to invest some stuff into the garden, but think outside the box. You know, if you only have a little small space and you can get the peat moss or the cocoa coir, go online. I think it's about I want to say $40. So if you only have like maybe $100 to put into your garden for soil, do that. Do it. Also, my green stalks, I realized that I did put the horse manure that wasn't broken down into the green stalks, and I saw the downfalls of it. It was way too heavy. So I pulled it out and I just dumped it into one of the beds, and I said that will break down way better than in the green stock, because the green stock is more so of a container. You get what I'm saying? So there's no real microorganisms, only if it's gonna go through the holes, that's gonna break down anything. So I'm going to get some garden soil, probably the same Kellogg's, and I'm gonna get something that's more fluffy, more airy, to put in the green stalks. That's what I've learned. So yes, if you are gonna get the green stock, it was today. Today's the 14th. I'm gonna probably put this video out tomorrow. So y'all gonna have like a day. Because I think GreenStalk still has their sale for buy one, get one half off. If you haven't watched the last video, go watch the last video on the YouTubers that I follow. And I'll probably put in the description here as well. I'm getting used to putting things in the description, guys. Give me a round of applause. Give me a round of applause. Because I usually just like, I just want to get this video out. So yeah, that's about it. So how I'm planning my garden, I'm gonna bring you guys outside so y'all can see. I wouldn't say it's cold, but it's morning. But hold on. Okay, so that was my son letting me know that mommy mailing's up. So I just want you guys to see how I'm organizing my gardening, my square foot method gardening. So what else do I have to say about square foot gardening? I think it's utilized to just grow more food in a small space. And for instance, you can grow 15 spring onions in 1 square foot. You can grow like 10 carrots in 1 square foot. You can grow 4 beets in 1 square foot. So sometimes we get overwhelmed, like, oh, this is not enough space. Oh, I gotta put this over here and this over here. With certain vegetables, like it's just cabbage, I'm only gonna put 1 in a square foot, meaning 1 of these. Okay? But I can put 16 scallions in here. I can put 4 beets in here, but I can only put one collard green in here. Or if I decide to put more than one, say kale, it's gonna be for baby greens, which means I'm gonna use those for like salads, and then I'm gonna grow another big one over here, which just has 1 plant for like my juicing, so that it won't be baby plants, because it's gonna be taking energy from each other, so it's not gonna get that big. You understand what I'm saying? And then lettuce, I can grow like 6 lettuces in 1. So I like square foot gardening because I have a small space. I have as a family of 5, and I want to practice the succession planting, and I just want to try it. If it doesn't work for my family or for me, I change it, and that's just it. But I do want to show you guys a little project that I started for my peppers. If it worked, it worked. So I realized that my peppers were not germinating in the laundry area. I told you guys you don't need a big space to garden, and I mean to start seeds. So I moved it. I put it in the office space, and I'm gonna show you guys 1 second. Yeah, so what I realized is that, hey, Althea, these peppers, they need 80 degrees to germinate. And where it was like 65. So the heat mat only increases the temperature for about 10 degrees. So that means I was gonna wait way too long, or possibly not have germination within the time frame of what it's supposed to germinate, for when it's supposed to germinate. So I said, listen, we gotta go to plan B. This is plan B. So I got me a crate, and it's got this real snuggled, and I could feel the warmth. Oh my goodness. It's a crate that I had in the garage. It's hot, and I put a fleece over it, and if you guys can see, it's hot in here. It's hot. So my heating mat is on, and I put the foil paper. So I'm gonna actually see, it's warm. You can see it, it's warm. So yeah, you can see it's sweating. So I'm gonna I just woke up and did this video, so I'm gonna just open it a little bit so that it can get some ventilation. But it's warm in here. Like, it's warm. So that's what I had to do. You gotta do what you gotta do, guys. I'm not perfect, but one thing for certain is I'm gonna get my food. One thing for certain is I'm gonna get my food. So listen, to catch it, I'm gonna put this over it like this, the sheet. So don't think, oh, well, I can't do it because, yes, you can. I'm literally in my workspace in my house. Like, yes, you can. If I'm telling you you can, you can. As long as it's not like messy and it's okay. Don't overthink it, okay, guys? But I'm gonna bring you guys outside real quick. I'm gonna put something on my head. But I hope this helps somebody to organize their garden, to figure out when is your last frost. For me, it's the end of, to be safe, it's like the end of April. I'm living in Georgia. I think it's zone 8B, 8A. And my last frost is usually the 14th of April. So I just one more week and say, hey, to be safe, the 21st. And I track from the April 21st, I track back. That's why I started my seeds when I started them, because trial and error happens, and these plants, they're not perfect. They might take an extra week. They might take an extra 2 weeks and say, listen, I'm not finna budge. You ain't finna get not one floret. You gonna wait a week. Yeah, so so you have to give the plants grace too. This is why I say, you know, let me figure out. But yes, you have to know when your last frost is, be able to backtrack it so that you know when to start your seeds. Then you have to figure out how long is this plant going to take to grow. Then go outside and say, what space am I going to put it in? Also figuring out your sun of when it's going to rise and set, to know where to put. I know this sounds like a lot. Where to put your plant so that it gets the amount of sun that it needs within the time. So that once you take it out, the sun is still up and bright to put in your summer plants. Also, I have to also understand, okay, Alfie, if I take this out, if I take out a cabbage, right? And I have my lettuce underneath. The cabbage was shading the lettuce. So now my lettuce is exposed. And now it's getting warm. That lettuce is going to bolt. So I got to say, okay, well, I got to put the lettuce in a little before I know that this cabbage is going to be harvested, so I can take them both out. You get what I'm saying? Or put a lettuce in that is not as more heat tolerant, like a romaine, that can withstand the heat, but not, no, yes, that can withstand the heat. So that's what we all, That's what I'm trying to not overthink, but write it down so that I can see pen to paper what makes sense going outside. Because we can get real, not caught up, but real excited, because I love gardening. I love gardening, and I love to experiment and I love to try, but it has to sometimes make sense. And I've made a lot of mistakes. Still a lot to go, but at the same time, I've given myself grace. And Sophia, let's put pen to paper, and as much as I'm excited, what makes sense? You get what I'm saying? So that's what you need to, that's what I think. I'm not perfect, but that's what I think you need to do. Because right now I have like how many Napa cabbages, and I'm figuring out how the heck am I, how much kimchi I'm gonna make. I'm gonna give it away. I'm gonna give it away. And it's okay if I have to give it away. But yeah. So the next time y'all gonna probably see me is when I'm actually putting the veggies in the garden, but I'm gonna go outside and so y'all can see outside, okay? Yeah, guys, so I'm outside now. So you see how I kind of broke this? I kind of broke this down, broke that down. The other ones are over there. I don't know if you can see it, over there. So I've been making up this bed, putting my fruit scraps, and this is what I emptied out the other 3 green stalks in here. This is my chamomile, and this is my bed that I watered very well. And then I brought this onions and my other stuff here, and then I have my other green stalk. So this is where my 3 by 9 bed is here. This is where my 4 by 9 garden is. I put some cilantro here the other day because it likes cool weather. So I'm gonna top this bed off with the manure that I got from my lady. So now that you guys have a look as to what I'm working with, I have this bed 4 by 9, I have this bed 3 by 9, these are 2 by 2s, and then I have in here that I can plant in all the holes. So that's why you want to make the most of your garden. Don't just say, oh, I'm just gonna plant in here. Well, then what the heck happens over here? You could plant a kohlrabi in here. You can plant a kohlrabi in here. Look at that. You can plant a kohlrabi in here. Just measure the depth of it and the width of it. Okay? Get you a measuring tape. So yeah, guys. So you see from the last time, these onions are coming up, you know? My cabbage and my kale, they're doing good. They're doing good. So see my garlics? Haha, I told you guys. They're coming up. Yes. So that's it, guys. That's the garden. I'm out here. Yep. Yeah, guys, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget our 4 P's. Don't forget to pray, be patient, persevere, and you'll surely progress. And don't forget to be kind. Till next time, guys. Oh, my mom, she got me a deer. I don't know if you guys heard that. Pew! It's to repair the deer until I get my husband puts up my fence. So yes, guys, in the comment section, let me know what you guys are starting to plant. If you guys are planning to plant, you know, I'm not perfect, like I said. I do watch other content creators, but I put my own little thing to it because my journey is always gonna be different from everybody else's journey, and we're here for experimenting, we're here for growth, and we're here for experience, right? So until next time, love you guys. Have a good day. Bye, and happy Valentine's Day, my ladies. Happy Valentine's Day.
Gabriel, who's that for?
Me?
Who's that for?
Mom.
Amen. Who's that for?
Mom.
All right. Surprise my name. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
Well,
dun.
that's just a reaction in my sleep. So.
Happy anniversary to you, and happy Valentine's Day and everything to you, and happy birthday and Christmas and everything to you. Just know that we love you too.
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh, thank
Right,
you.
man.
So what is this?
All right, go ahead.
So much.
Go ahead and open them.
Yeah, put the baby down.
Put them down.
She fling down phone.
Thank you. Man, they got us some stuff.
Card first.
Oh, wow.
Well, this is your sister actually got all this. Mine's coming in the mail.
Oh, she did? Like she got it? Like
Yes,
bought
I
it?
got it.
Oh, so you hit it.
Yes.
We are, baby. We are. Yeah.
That's why I told you.
Right,
Wonderful mom. Oh, did you write this? Dear mom, you are very supportive and motivational. As at times I have felt out of place and I have always felt lifted up from you.
Oh, good job with the letter, buddy.
Are you gonna cry?
0 years old till now, so you enjoy your gift. Love you, mom. And remember, you are enough. Thank you.
Boy,
Of all the things you could have chosen to be in your life, being a mom is probably required to have the most wisdom, the most sacrifice, and the most love.
Give ya.
And that's what you've given.
One more.
The most and the best of everything. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Thank you, honey. And I got Dunkin' Donuts. Hey! How you know I be down the street?
man's like, what all that stuff?
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much.
More stuff in the
Thank
bag.
you. Oh, sorry, Mama. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
So I got some Sour Patch. Yes. This is for a movie night for just me. Yes. Yes.
I guess that.
Poppy. Poppy. And some chocolate.
I think
Yes.
Gabe did that.
Good job, my chocolate guy. Aye. And Tostitos.
Good job, buddy.
Yes,
I
y'all
did
know
that.
I like Tostitos. Thank
Look at
you.
your face. You picked out chocolate for mommy?
That's the
Good
first
job.
bag.
Thank you, honey. It's the first bag. Okay.
The second bag is your most wanted bag. I think.
Second bag is my most wanted bag. Wow.
Yeah, some shit for me up.
My favorite. Y'all know me. You know me. Yes, body wash. What else? I do need a. How you know I need a net sheet? How you know I need another one? And chocolate. Yes, like
Yeah.
chocolate. I love me some gum.
Yep.
These Polar Ice I've had since high school.
I
Who
guess
picked
that.
the man. My son know me, man. Body scrub, yes. You know your mama. Yeah, start gonna shop with me. And these are my favorite chips. Yes, spicy sweet chili. Thank you so much.
Let me see, I want chips.
Of course you want them.
Thank you so much.
So yes.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Papa. Mwah. Thank you to me. I love the card. The card was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I hide them in my my
You know
side.
what's so funny? I knew it was something because when you said I gotta go downstairs, I'm like, huh?
Yeah, I did not want to tell you
Like,
without
wait.
trying
And I
to
said,
tell
you know
you.
what? Let me just let him be. And when you was in the garage, because I was in the kitchen,
Yep.
and I was like,
I was trying to sneak it.
I was like, let me just. I know it's something going on. I just didn't know when, what day, because it started from way back in when Drea was here.
Yep.
So I was like, something ain't something.
Go.
And then Drea texted me this morning, have a great day. And I'm like, yeah, something ain't right. But thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Go fast. Go.
Okay. Never had this type of arrangement before. This is different. Yes, Mama. Okay. It's a teddy bear. I like teddy bears. Can I
you
open my
move?
gift? And is this chocolate? It is. Truffles. Chocolate truffles.
You gotta
There you go. Oh, this is nice. Thank you, husband. I appreciate the gesture. This is so nice. I like these bags. They're not upgraded. But yes, this is nice. Thank you. And my bear. Probably give this to Millie. Hey, mama. No, don't want it. Okay, that's it.